Mom and Dad. Dexter and I are here to, created a video so that you can check out the Capstone Project. We really hope that you enjoy.
Great transition. Hello, my name is Lauren, and this is a demo of my React Native iPhone app called Volley. So prior to Ada, I was a teacher at a local high school. A really fun part of my job was organizing and leading a trip called the Seattle Challenge, which is a 3-day trip where students walk throughout the city volunteering at different agencies focusing on helping and supporting the homeless. It was an amazing experience, and students often returned home hungry to continue doing more service work, which was great because as a graduation requirement, our school required students to log a total of 160 hours of community service. So that's who my customer is, a Seattle teenager in search of community service and their cell phones. But the problem was this. We'd get home from Seattle Challenge and give them a massive Excel doc of agencies that they could volunteer at. But despite us providing those resources, our students would often moan and groan about not knowing where or how to sign up. We were losing the momentum that we had built up on the trip in the bureaucratic slog that is the chaos of navigating a doc of this size. While there are other websites that catalog different agencies based on types of service work with maps and lists, such as Volunteer Maps that I have here, I learned that those resources were A, not super engaging for students, and B, teens are not awesome at navigating maps. So moral of the story, our students weren't being successful at finding volunteer opportunities. And so that's what I set out to create, an iPhone app that would highlight which agencies need volunteers, ensure that the sign-up process was easy, and most importantly, make the search itself as fun, accessible, and as engaging as possible. But the question remained, how would I actually do that? And after hours wasted helping my girlfriends in their quest for true love, it dawned on Jill and myself. What's more fun than swiping? According to hot online dating sites like Bumble and Tinder, nothing, literally nothing is more fun. So, meet Volley. It is a swiping app, and that's really what's at the heart of the app. A user inputs exactly what they're searching for. And just as one does in their online quest for love. And that way, they only see the opportunities that truly interest them. So let's check out Volley, shall we? To begin, you would click on the icon to open the app from the device, tap on the tutorial button to learn which direction means what, and when you feel ready, input some information about yourself. Age is important because some places have really strict requirements, but Volley will then filter those agencies that allow a student, as long as they have a consent form. And then an important part is what type of volunteer work do you want to do? There's so many to choose from, so it's important to be picky. And then lastly, zip code for closest to you. Then you get to swiping. Left swipe for agencies that you're not interested, those that just don't feel like the right match. And then up for those you might want to hold on to or look at later. Keep them in your queue. And then you will reserve the right swipe for the ones that just are the perfect match. And then you match. The agencies are not swiping on the students. That's important to know. It's not an automatic match. And it's based on that age, zip code, and volunteer breakdown. You can navigate away from the site like you just saw to sign up, or you can stay on Volley like it's happening right here and see all of your matches, review, kind of compare. Maybe you've forgotten that bottom feature right there. You can send your curated list to a parent, which will then include the consent forms. So you send that off. You can continue swiping, keep the game going, or start a whole new search again. That's pretty much it in functionality. My tech stack was made up of a backend that I built on Rails API and deployed to Heroku. And then front end is React Native, in which I used a few additional external libraries for swiping, as well as data encryption for those teenage users' sensitive data and information, which then brings me to all of the learning moments that we had the past 4 weeks, which were a lot. So for context for everyone here, I had never read or written a single line of code in React Native or React prior to 20 days ago. And teaching yourself a new language in such a short amount of time can feel incredibly daunting. The internet, as we all know, can be a deep chasm of information. And there are so many resources sometimes that we get overwhelmed, and it feels easy to feel like this baby and become frantic in trying to read everything and trying to learn everything that's out there. So what really, really helped me was teasing everything apart, all the things that I wanted, the big complicated features to be a part of the app. I broke it down to be small, tangible tasks that I could tackle in short time segments. As you can see here, which is a wireframe that I created in the brainstorm phase. Then that helped me ensure that my Google searches were specific and pointed towards the best possible Stack Overflow answers, because I promise you're never the first person to have these particular questions, so making use of those who come before you is super key to success. Future enhancements, I'd love to include or build out a functionality for a teacher or an administrator to be able to view and track the logged hours of those students. And then further, just maybe thinking about the fact that not just teenagers struggle to find volunteer opportunities, adults might want to use it too. Links to my GitHub where the code lives. And thank you everyone for your support for the project, and get swiping and volunteer, and it's fun to find a match.